Good morning, everybody. And my name is Chia-Wei, and I'm in charge of the global business development in worldwide. So my main task for this company is to establish an ecosystem partner, especially in the smart manufacturing market. So hopefully you guys enjoyed last night dinner because I lost my jack. So I'm trying to reach out the reception to get my jack back, all right? So probably we need the AI immediately to check the video, right? All right, so today, because considering the limited time, so yeah, I could actually just show you what could be the insight, Adlink, the foresee the trend in terms of the AI, how accelerating your business. All right. So the other things is what could be our strengths in the smart manufacturing market, because they are a lot of the the vertical market, but the Adlink cannot get in anywhere. Right. So behind what we are doing and what we are trying to deliver to this market is what's the challenge of the against the market trend. Okay, so previously, I mean, like the Industrial 4.0, like the 4.0, 3.0, 2.0, something like that. So we talk about the automation. The challenge here is trying to move the automation to autonomy. Okay, so the change here is not the physical transformation. No, it's like the chemical reaction. So here, we are people trying to bring more intelligence in every single, like the traditional automation stuff. Okay, but so it's like the magic. So like I mentioned earlier, so it's not the physical transformation. So you may need some, magic powder, and to change the things, to empower the stuff as a intelligent one. So we call it the categorize. All right. So, but what's that? So according to the partnership with like both Intel as well as the NVIDIA, we have some exclusive agreement with them. So the one thing we ensure we can provide to this market is to have a comprehensive and a punch of the heterogeneous platform. So I will explain later on. Okay, so the other things is according to the some research report here. So it shows no match the absolute number or the adoption rate, or even like the the CAGR in the following 5 years. It's a double digits growth, right? So it could be the trend, but that's where that's where means that every single things need to be empowered as a intelligent device. Not really, because considering the cost, the total cost of ownership. So something, if you just trying to add the processing capability, it probably doesn't. It's meaningless. Okay, so I will explain later on. All right, good. So go back to the topic. So right now, it seems like that everybody understand, not really understand, but have heard the AI, and believe that probably AI will bring some benefit, yeah, in terms of the acceleration of your business. But the Adlink is mainly focused on the smart factory, smart robotic, as well as a smart city solution. But if you are just buy some like a GPU from the commercial market and plug in your platform, then just execute some deep learning, the modeling, something like that. Is that the AI? Is that the truly business that can benefit you or your customer? No, not really. So the challenge here is that first of all, you have to select the suitable hardware configuration. And it may not be empowered by the single processing technology, but also they may be mixed up together. All right. But I mean, what kind of the operating system you may need it to to drive the different the processing technology. And the third thing is when we talk about AI, so you need to consider what could be the environment you need to apply to train your deep learning model, AI model, something like that. The last thing here is please understand there is no universal the deep learning or the AI modeling can solve every single problem. So you need to pick one. Pick one specific the AI model to solve the one specific the issue. All right. So that means that, for example, if I just put the camera and capture image and to get your like the face, your posture, your clothes, your soup, something like that. That means I need at least a 3 model to do it simultaneously. Okay, at the same time. So which model you may need it? To fulfill the requirement of your application, you may consider. So it's quite complicated here, right? So complicated typically means the cost. But the cost doesn't mean that how much of the cost you need to spend on the hardware configuration. No, the challenge here is what kind of an engineer you need to recruit. Now, is a data science engineer or is it like the field engineer? Because considering like the AOI, the engineer in the AOI market should have some ability to to select the lighting system, selecting lens, selecting the right camera, as well as the vision system, something like that. But if they face in the AI or deep learning modeling, it's a black box. So how to adapt it well, how to integrate the existing system with a new AI modeling, that's a challenge. So you force them to learn the AI, then you force them just quit the job. All right. Okay. So the cost means that go back to the fundamental things. Is you're an engineer. What kind of your engineer you need to recruit? Okay. So Adlink may understand the pain point on this perspective. All right. So what in our mind is that this where it can be very easy to deploy if you got the pre-trained model from somewhere, from cloud, from your partners, from your engineer, even from your son. All right. So now the school will teach the the younger generation to have some ability in the programming, to train like the the AI model, something like that. It's quite easy. Okay. So but for Adlink, can we just do it? Because that everybody understand now. We have a cloud, we have a fog, we have an edge. Okay, so typically, the edge devices will you acquire data from the field, and will execute some specific execution. What do you want to operate in the field and have the rapidly the response? Okay, so we call the edge. It's possible we can just do like this one. Then we can provision in the different deep learning or the AI modeling to the specific the edge devices. So considering actually if you got the 500 or the 1,000 camera have been deployed in the field, then once you got the renew the model, have the better accuracy, better performance, throughput, something like that. How do you upgrade it? The one by one, or you can upgrade for all simultaneously. If we have a LED technology to help you to do it, it could be wonderful, right? All right. So when we talk about the LED concept, we share another architecture here. We call it the distributed architecture. So if you look at like the OPGUA, previously they got the server client architecture, all right? So, but now they just upgrade itself with the pub and sub, the architecture here. So pub means a publish, sub means a subscribed, okay? So any single node among this, like the IoT connection, so you can subscribe to any interesting topic as long as the network approve, all right? So he can help you to easily scale out your application, not only in the hardware but also in the software. So it's very easy to have a modular design here, all right? And otherwise, it's quite easy to sustain your system without any impact of the rest of the node or the execution in the system. Okay, so go back to the topic here is Adlink, because we funded our company from the automation market to offer some automation stuff. So let's make sense that we can step in the smart manufacturing market here. So today we will mainly focus on the AOI or the AI AOI related the solution, but however we still have some very unique offering here, like the connected, the unconnected, and also the predictive maintenance. But on the top of them, we have a middleware, we call it the data river, which is designed based on the later pub sub architecture already. So here we mention now the business model is from just the sale the single piece to the data centric the business here. All right. So let's go into the what's the vision market we foresee could be the booming in the near future. Okay, so previously the people talk about the AOI, the traditional machine vision, and now some of the integrator or the independent software vendor trying to offer some specific AI modeling to be the complementary solution. Sorry, I have to emphasize again, all right? The AI solution here is a complementary solution. It's not the cure for every single issue. That's what I mentioned earlier, right? So how to integrate the traditional machine vision algorithm as well as the deep learning technology together and easily. So that could be the task for Adlink. That could be the challenge in the market. Okay. But however, if you go back to the things, because we interviewed a few of the factory owners. So right now, the AIOI is not the main task for them. But what is it? So right now they are trying to improve the efficiency. They are trying to prevent some, security issue or safety issue happen. They are trying to check whether the operator has followed the instruction to do the things, something like that. So we have the AI DSS. DSS means the digital surveillance and security. So I have to say that most of the independent software vendor who is familiar to develop the different AI modeling, now they are trying to get money in this topic rather than traditional AOI. Okay, but for me, it just upgrade machine vision to computer vision. So it's no longer having the boundary in the near future. All right. So let's the real implementation, the result. So we do, integrate our data river and the Intel OpenVINO environment as well as the NVIDIA, the TensorRT, the environment successfully. So it says that actually right now the system integrator could be very easy to just provision their applicable the deep learning or the AI modeling then we have the specific app to host them, right? And based on this, the architecture, actually, we did some project with like the cloud service vendor, AWS, as well as Azure in AATI. In the US. All right. Okay, so still need one page to go through what we offer here, okay? So we offer a compact AI, the camera platform from your left side to your right-hand side, all right? So including the camera platform, the vision platform, as well as the frame grabber, the AI-based frame grabber. It's quite easy. It's quite flexible to help you to extend your functionality and connect more camera in one system. Okay, so there's some video, for your reference here. So this one, the independent software vendor partners just use the deep learning technology to detect the defect on a very tiny LED chip. Okay, so you will see a result here. Okay, the second one is what I mentioned is our system integrator partner just integrate a traditional machine vision software algorithm as well as the deep learning algorithm together. Okay, so the traditional software is doing reading the meter, and we got the deep learning technology to detect the defect on cookie. So everybody know the defect on cookie is no rule to follow. So that's the only way you have to learn what's the good stuff, what's the NG or the stuff. All right. All right. So here's a prototype that we showcase it in our booth outside this room. So in the first floor. So if you have an interest in with my presentation, my sharing, so probably you can reach out our calling in my booth. Okay. So that's the AI NVR. So are you aware of what's the NVR? NVR is the network video recorder. So typically, he will be used to record a video with some IP cam, which have been deployed in train station, bus station, supermarkets, somewhere, something like that. And now they could not only get the raw image, but also get the information or the alert from this device. So that's why they request to upgrade this device with some pre-trained and the pre-installed modeling inside. Okay, so they may inform you, okay, there's like the fire alarm or somebody just trying to, destroy your store, something like that. Okay. All right, so here, based on that, the concept and the direction, actually, we just form an internal program we call the AI plug and play. Okay, it will be very easy to let the developer to evaluate our not only hardware but also software solution. So we have a demonstration. Here's a video, but I suggest that you can visit our booth because we have a similar demonstration in our booth. So the time is almost close, so almost up. So I skip this one. And that one is a quite interesting case. The end user is the biggest, e-shopping vendor in the worldwide. All right. So this case we call it the smart pallet, but the pallet is not smart. It just made by wood or plastic without any intelligence. So how come we mention this is a smart pallet? So we establish a camera matrix in a ceiling, okay, up the pallet, and we use a camera. Okay, we use a camera to detect the label, to identify the label, the information on the label, and also identify the box without the label. Okay, so for the objective here is trying to ensure that good will be delivered to the right destination, because previously let the end customer lost $1 billion per year because of the wrong destination delivery. All right, okay. So considering you can just use a very traditional machine vision software to identify to read the code, to identify use the OCR to identify the chapter, something like that. It's quite easy. But if you look at the red frame, does anybody can let me know what could be that? What the things happen here? Okay, right. So there's no label. So so we have to identify it is a box without label. All right. So why not the two? Why not it's not the two reference is one box? I mean, why it is the separate box here? So we use the deep learning technology to identify it is a box, okay, but without label. Okay, so that's the right information. That's the wrong information. That's the information to the operator. Okay, so to trying to fulfill the market requirement, especially in the smart manufacturing market. So what we learned in the past 3 years is we cannot do it alone. So we are trying to invite the more partners involved. The business, the growth or the engagement. So we have get to market partners that we will invite the independent software vendor to offer the specific modeling, offer the specific ingredient. But the most important thing is here, it's a solution partners, it's a system integrator. So who is able to just fulfill last mile task for the end user. Okay, so if you are, so please reach Adlink, because we will, like the statement, we will spend our resources to trying to promote your end-to-end solution with our stuff. All right. Okay. So last page. Yeah, we are Adlink. So Adlink, now our identity is leading edge computing. So we are familiar to build a bunch of the edge devices which powered by not only cross 86 CPU but also the GPU as well as the SoC. Okay, so we are great. We thanks for the Compass Intelligence just award Adlink as among this market. Okay, so any further information you can reach our website. You can reach our booth. We can explain more to you. All right. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.